This week we're celebrating Arizona Humane Society's 62nd anniversary, and we have everything from pet safety tips to some amazing women that you're definitely going to want to hear from. That and so much more right here on Pets on Parade. Good afternoon and welcome to Pets on Parade, brought to you by 3TV. My name is Kelsey Dickerson with the Arizona Humane Society. Thank you so much for tuning in with us, especially on our anniversary week. Today we have some absolutely amazing pets who are all looking for their forever homes, including our little kitty friend, Pablita here, who we're going to introduce you to in just a few minutes if she doesn't run away first. And it's not too late to prove you have the cutest pet in Arizona. There's still time to enter your furry friend in our pet photo contest. Your adorable adopted pet could appear in our 2020 AHS calendar while you win pizza for a year. Submit your rescue pet's photo for just $20 and ask your friends and family to vote. The top 3 pets will each earn a spot as a pinup for a month in our calendar, and the winner will also receive free pizza for a year courtesy of Papa John's Pizza. Make sure to visit azhumane.org/calendar contest today. And you're definitely going to want to stick around for this beautiful flower. Miss Daffodil is as sweet as they come, and she can't wait to meet you out there. Plus, her story is definitely one that you'll want to share to spread awareness. And before we meet that cutie, it's time to meet my co-host. This is adorable Maria, an 11-week-old domestic short-hair kitty who's a part of a litter of 5. Luckily, they were mostly healthy, and after a little bit of monitoring in our bottle baby ICU, they were transferred to our kitty nursery and then went to foster hero Nancy's house. She says Maria is very quiet and likes to play on her own. She's also great with everyone she meets and has lived with dogs before. Make sure to come meet Maria at our Campus for Compassion today. And now it's time to meet another beautiful girl. I've gotten to know this cutie a little bit this week, and I have to say she is such a love bug, Perry.
She is very, very loving, and as all animals, very, very resilient. This little doggie here, the family that owned her took her into a pet store, tied her to a fixture, and then ran away. So hoping that somebody would find her, and of course somebody did find her and brought her to us. But not a very good way to surrender your pet. But like I said, as pets are, they're so resilient, and she is still such a loving doggie. She loves people. She loves to cuddle. And look at this. I just discovered this. Let's see if she'll do it for me. Can you sit, Daffodil? You have to sit first, and you shake. There you go. Good job. So she's a very, very sweet dog. You know, if you find yourself in a situation where you think you need to surrender your pet, do not abandon them. It is never an option. Let's just say it doesn't have to be an option. The Arizona Humane Society, we have a group called the Pet Resource Center. We take 90,000 phone calls a year for situations just like this. If you're having any kind of issues with your dog that you think just may force you to surrender them, please give us a call. We have options for you. We have solutions. We have trainers. We have food bags. We have all kinds of various resources we can help you with. So please, don't take your dog. Don't abandon them in the backyard. Don't tie them to a tree. Don't tie them inside of a pet store. Surrender them, and we'll find them a good home.
That's right. There's so many different options in abandonment, and unfortunately we see it way too much. Thank you for those tips, Perry. And I think our next kitty is named after the artist Pablita Velarde. But this kitty is definitely a work of art herself, Bree.
Oh, she's just beautiful and so friendly and cuddly and playful, just like a little 11-week-old kitten should be. She was found with her litter mates by a shed and didn't have a mama. So she was taken into the Arizona Humane Society, and she's happy and healthy now and ready for adoption. But something that our shelter is looking for are fosters to take these little sweethearts home with them to make sure that they can catch the weight they need so they're able to get spayed or neutered. She is just a little sweetheart. She's a little bit nervous here in the studio, but she's been cuddling with me for a few minutes now, and I'm just in love. So come on down and meet her.
Oh my goodness, yes, she just jumped right into your arms. I love it. Thank you, Bree. And this is Serenity. She had been in and out of AHS for the past 2 years. treated for cutaneous vasculitis, a unique immune-mediated disease that causes hyperpigmentation and hair loss. Though the disease is manageable with affordable medication, it took some time to find a family willing to commit to her ongoing care. Thankfully, Gen Z came along and offered Serenity all she's ever wanted, a loving home. Serenity and Gen Z are so happy to have each other. They're planning a reunion between Serenity and her sister Sophie, who was also diagnosed with the same unique disease and has since found a home of her own. Major wags to Gen Z for rescuing Serenity, as well as Dr. Schick of Dermatology for Animals for helping us give Serenity and Sophie the best possible care. And growing up, my cousins and I were obsessed with the Powder Puff Girls. And if anyone's familiar, you'll know this pup. Lisa, please tell us about Mojo Jojo.
This is Mojo Jojo. So this wonderful superhero was brought in by a Good Samaritan to a local emergency animal clinic. He had been hit by a car and so was limping, injured, and you can see when you're only 7 pounds, being hit by a car is a big deal. So luckily, the closest emergency animal clinic stabilizes these animals and contacts the Arizona Humane Society. And if no owner claims them at the emergency animal clinics, then our EAMTs make a run out in the ambulance to bring these guys back to the shelter for care. So Mojo Jojo has recovered fine, no problem. He apparently was able to take that with like a champ and recovered in our kennels after some antibiotics, but we don't know much history on these guys. So please keep in mind, if you're going to bring someone in to be introduced to him, work with one of our employees or volunteers on dog introductions. You can do things. We'll put you in a nice big open area. We will help out with your dog and introductions to this dog, making sure that you keep a loose leash. Be sure the leashes don't get tangled. Don't let anybody, the people or the dogs, get cornered, so that everybody has free space to explore one another. But Mojo here moves just a little bit slow when he introduces himself, but we have found at the shelter, our behavior team says hot dogs work wonders. He'll do just about anything for a little piece of hot dog.
And it looks like he's really enjoying those chin rubs, too. So thank you, Lisa. Those are great tips. And now we have another sweet kitty whose eyes are actually pretty unique. Please tell us about Gaudy, Perry.
Little Gaudy here has a condition called, it's actually a really cool feature, hemiochromatic. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to see. We can zoom in. There we go. Blue and green eyes. Look at that. Isn't that very, very cool? And this little one right here was fostered, and the foster daddy says that little Gaudy here loves to play by herself. She will take toys and hide them, so she might be great at scavenger hunts. And she loves to hide in cat tunnels. She likes to climb on the condos. And she's just extremely playful, and you can see those eyes, just extremely gorgeous. You know, at the Arizona Humane Society, we have a group of people called Community Engagement, and their job is to actually, well, engage the community and get them involved with pet ownership, and we do educational things at schools. But, you know, one of the funnest things that they do that I think is the greatest thing is called puppy cuddles. It's called the Cuddle Bunch. And this is where they take either kittens, litters of kittens or litters of puppies to either companies or private residences, sometimes for birthday parties, and they just let people play with the kittens and the puppies. I know of one company in the Valley that has been doing this every single month since the beginning of the program. It is a fantastic de-stressor for employees. It is great for the animals because it gets them out there and gets them a lot of attention and exposure. So if you're considering it, please check out the Cuddle Bunch because it is a blast.
Oh, they're so cute. Thank you so much, Perry. And like we mentioned last week, for the remaining Saturdays in June, the Arizona Humane Society and Maricopa County Animal Care and Control are teaming up to host Catterdays, featuring special adoption pricing for felines. Today, AHS adoption fees for cats 1 year plus and 50% off for kittens at all of our locations. Make sure to spread the word at AHS because we have more than 150 cats and kittens who are looking for their forever homes. Special pricing will vary each week, and offers may vary between AHS and MCACC. So make sure to visit azhumane.org/adopt to see who's available right now. And also make sure to keep it tuned right here on Pets on Parade. We have a special guest segment with a couple of awesome women of AHS to celebrate the shelter's 62 years of saving lives.